First it was New Japan with Wrestle Kingdom 14. Then it was WWE with WrestleMania 36. Now it's NXT following in this 2-night format with NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's predictions time once again as NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver looks to kick off what should be an interesting few nights of wrestling with NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Then we've got WrestleMania 37. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, and I'm not gonna lie. The WrestleMania card, it looks real good. This card, this NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver card, the more I look at it, the more I fall in love. But what will be happening at this show? Well, I'm here to predict just that. And to kick off the predictions, we've got Pete Dunne versus Kushida. Holy shit, already, Pete Dunne versus Kushida. We're already popping off. We are already going in hot. Okay, I love it. Kushida, I think, is gonna win this. Pete Dunne, he's kind of established in NXT. He doesn't really need a victory. Kushida, he's almost there, I think, to being like an established player, if that's a mid-card player or a potential main event player. Either way, I think Kushida needs this victory a lot more, and I think Kushida versus Pete Dunne will be a hell of a lot of fun. Following that, we've got a triple threat tag team match for the vacant NXT tag team titles, as MSK takes on the grizzled young veterans, who takes on, of course, Legado del Fantasma. I don't think I said that right, but we're gonna just push through it. I think MSK is winning this one. They definitely feel like they're right there as well. Like, Kushida is almost there to being like a solid mid-card act. I think MSK is also just right there. They definitely feel like they're sort of been given like the rocket push, and I'm all for it. So let's see. Okay, MSK, they really impressed a lot of people on the last TakeOver, including myself. So yeah, I'd like to see him win the titles. And speaking of multi-man matches, we have got Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis versus LA Knight in a 6-man gauntlet matchup to determine who will be the #1 contender for the NXT North American title. And I think maybe this is just because I want this to happen and my heart is going over my brain, because my brain is kind of telling me LA Knight, but my heart, Cameron Grimes. I think Cameron Grimes is freaking awesome. I think he is. I don't think he's gonna ever be like a main event guy, but he is a solid mid-card guy. Not due to any lack of talent, by the way, when it comes to that main event, thing that I just said, that comment, but it's more due to his gimmick. I think that doesn't feel like main event guy, but Cameron Grimes is really cool. And I think he could pull out an interesting match with Johnny Gargano. Just the stomp. Imagine Gargano selling to the stomp. It would be great. So I think Cameron Grimes is going to win. And then, oh boy, speaking of a lot of impact, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa for the UK title. Oh my god. First off, Walter is going to win. But oh my god. This will kick so much ass. If they can pull out a similar thing like Walter versus Dragunov, if they can pull out something similar, I will be happy. But following that, oh my god match that I want to see, Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's title. Not to say that I don't want to see this matchup, but Walter versus Ciampa, that's gonna be fun. I think Io Shirai is probably gonna retain. There's no real need for her to drop the title. I think I mentioned this before. Io Shirai holding the title is good because NXT, especially the women's division, sort of feels like it's in this transitional kind of period. And I think Io Shirai is doing a pretty good job at holding that title and, you know, kind of running through the gauntlet of everybody in the women's division. So yeah, Io Shirai, I think, will retain. And speaking of women's action, let's talk about the NXT Women's Tag Team titles as Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart look to take on The Way, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, I think, are going to win. I'm surprised Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are not in this matchup. Like, it felt very obvious that they were going to be the first champions and perhaps hold those titles for a while, but I guess not. As Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, I think, could be a really cool tag team moving forward, and I think them holding the titles, you know, I think that means a lot more than The Ways, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell, because they are an established team, and Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart sort of feel like a thrown together kind of team. So yeah, Moon and Blackheart sounds fun. However, speaking of Candice LeRae, let's turn our attention to her husband in Johnny Gargano, as he will be going up against, well, the winner from the previous night's Gauntlet Eliminator matchup for the NXT North American title. And as I said earlier, Cameron Grimes, I think, is going to win that one. And I think Johnny Gargano is going to retain. I think the ultimate conclusion is going to be Johnny Gargano has the North American title and Candice has the women's title. I think that's just going to happen. It's just an outcome that is inevitable at this point. So Gargano is probably going to hold that title and continue to hold it until Candice wins the women's title. So yeah. Following that, it's a ladder match for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship as Jordan Devlin looks to take on Santos Escobar, and I think Santos Escobar is going to win. Okay, it's a battle between who is the rightful heir to the NXT Cruiserweight throne, who truly deserves to be the champion, and I think it's Santos Escobar. Following that, we've got the match that I am personally looking forward to the most, because it's gonna be so damn good. My heart was ripped out of my chest on the last TakeOver event because of Adam Cole. And I can't wait to see Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match. You knew what I was going to talk about anyways. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the breakup because it's depressing. I'll talk about the matchup because I think Kyle... is Kyle going to win? I think Adam Cole's going to win. I think Adam Cole is going to win. I think there's a lot more to this feud. They're not just going to have Kyle O'Reilly win. They're not going to hotshot the victory. I think Cole is going to win because he's still got to have the feud with Kyle. He's got to have the feud with Roderick. Perhaps the feud with Bobby Fish later on. I don't know. But Adam Cole, I think, is going to win. Especially since he's eyeing that NXT title in particular. And speaking of the NXT title, we've got Finn Balor taking on Karrion Kross for that championship. I think Finn Balor is going to lose. I think Karrion Kross is going to win. And then maybe in the rematch, Balor comes out as the Demon. I miss the Demon, kind of. The Demon is one of those weird entrances that almost feels like you could do a lot more with it without fans there. Yeah, the Demon could show up and face Karrion Kross. That would be pretty cool. I think Balor versus Kross could be awesome. And I can't wait to see what happens. However, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think is going to happen at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver? I will be doing a live reaction to it. I don't know if there's going to be another person there because they've got work and stuff. But if he's not there, well then we're just going to have a lot of fun, you and me. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of this predictions video here on NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on GrappleNation? Of course, my name is Dominic, and have a good day. Bye-bye.